Good afternoon, everyone. In today's video, I want to share some of the newer features which we pushed to our stock Volatility Box platform recently. Both of these features make it really easy to take advantage of the current volatility and bring it together with the daily time frame to find the best of both worlds, where you have daily time frame setups where you have a bias, and you can then layer on intraday volatility to find better positioning and a better entry price, which solves half of your battles. Now let me show you an example. Today on our live scanner, we had 1,185 setups. That's a lot of setups, more setups than we can take advantage of. Let's narrow this down and let's find the setups that we actually want to trade. Now for long side setups, if you're a long only trader, we can simply click direction long, and you'll notice this reduces our list from 1,185 down to 457. Now that's still a pretty large list of stocks, or setups rather, not even stocks. You'll see some names appear multiple times. That gives you this idea of confluence. But 457 is still too much. We need to narrow this down. Now another way that traditionally we can narrow this down is by filtering on just the S&P 100. This gives you now the list of high profile stocks, and you could create your own watch list if you want. I have the S&P 100 and an ETS only list. Now we have 64 setups, so this is starting to become a little bit more manageable. But now you'll see something that I think is quite magical, which is with one click, so I'm going to click EMA Bull here, and now I'm down to just 37 setups in which we have on our daily time frame EMA stacked to the bullish side. This is inside of the S&P 100, and we're getting a volatility edge where we have a long side setup. That's really powerful information to be able to find that quickly. Now the question is, how do we take advantage of this? So the next step is you can pick and choose whatever models you like. I really like the hourly models here as well. And the hourly models, especially in the morning breaches, the first 30 minutes, help you find some of the nicer V-shaped reversal. I made a video on some of the clues you want to look for. I'll show you an actual setup today here. But if we layer this in before we dive into setups, notice this. We started with 1,185 setups. We're now down to just 26. And this is 26 for the day, not 26 at any given time. They're flowing in throughout the day, and the live scanner is automatically finding these for you. Now, if you take a look at this list, we had Schwab, AMT, Oracle, GE, and Abbott and PayPal. Notice PayPal appeared so many times in consecutive order. That's because we just had a slew of setups triggering, and that was the first sign. This happened early on in the morning. PayPal was one of the first signs of stocks experiencing volatility to the long side, in which we still had this daily time frame bullish bias. So let me start with the daily time frame in PayPal, and then we can work our way down. So this is what happened with PayPal. Again, PayPal triggered early on in the morning. This was within the first 30 minutes after the market opened. PayPal on our scanner for a long side setup. Now we come into our daily time frame, and you'll see these are the stacked EMAs. This is the 3-8-21-34. That's what I believe we're looking at here. 3-8-21-34. So all of our EMAs here were stacked. That was our first clue. Second clue, we had a gap fill from an open gap. If I get rid of the EMAs, you can see the gap a little bit clearer. Third clue, when we had this volatility, we're pulling back into our stacked EMAs, which I think is a really nice clue. And that might be another filter that we add in or try to add in, which is some sort of a pullback inside of the EMAs. For right now, you'll have to do that manually. But PayPal, those are all of the signs that we had on the daily time frame. Now we come into our intraday time frame, and let me get rid of the stacked EMAs now. Now with our intraday volatility, here's what we had in PayPal. We started the morning off with sell side activity. We broke straight through the aggressive models, and then we triggered our conservative volatility box models. Price breaches our conservative models, and as this is happening, notice the amount of Keltner channel wedges that you see. These are these bird-looking icons. We built this indicator together, and this is simply telling you that now price is outside of its 3.0 Keltner channel. So what the volatility box models are telling you, you have a volatility edge. The Keltner channels telling you have a price edge. We're looking for a reversion to the mean. Now we're looking for signs that buyers are actually entering this market, And we see that with the edge signal and the momentum cross. So very nice setup inside of PayPal. That is a morning setup in which that morning volatility triggered us with the V-shaped reversal, and you let the live scanner do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Now say you don't like to trade the morning. You had setups triggered throughout the day. Another one, again, a tech stock, Oracle. We come into Oracle here, and Oracle triggered after, or rather during the lunchtime hour, and the actual momentum shift happened after the lunchtime hour. Same idea, Oracle falling inside of our volatility box clouds, and on the daily time frame, we have our stacked EMAs giving us that bullish bias. So I'm looking for reasons to get long. We're now finding intraday volatility setups to take advantage of exactly the moments when we have a volatility edge. So that's how you can use this new feature inside of our live scanner to find some really nice setups quickly. And here we looked at just long side setups. If you wanted to look at other filters here, you could also use other filters. Instead of EMA being, say, bullish, maybe you want to look at where just momentum has crossed recently. Nothing inside of the S&P 100 that meets that list, but if we expand to all symbols, you'll now find 8 setups in which we've seen recent momentum bursts as well, where you might be looking to just join the trend and take advantage of intraday volatility where that momentum has shifted. So that's the volatility we're looking to take advantage of. I think as we get into earnings season, you'll find more and more setups like this one inside of PayPal that I'm really looking to just take advantage of with a few simple clicks and let the live scanner do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. Take care, everyone. Good luck trading for all of our stock volatility box members. I hope you found this video helpful in learning how to use some of the newer features on the platform and how to use them to actually find some of the better setups in this volatility. Take care, and I'll see you in our next update.